This is my story, a story of passion, adrenaline, and a machine that has redefined my journey on two wheels. Here's the tale of owning a Aprilia RS457. And in this narrative, I'll take you through every twist and turn of my experience, from the excitement of purchase to the realities of service, and finally, a honest ownership review of this beast that's carried me across 8,000 unforgettable kilometers. And guys, buckle up because this isn't just a review, it's a ride. It all began when a Aprilia RS457 captured my heart, a dream machine that ignited a spark of passion within. Determined to make this dream a reality, I knew the choice of dealership would be just as important as the bike itself. After careful considerations, I chose Falcon Mobiles, located in Banshankari, Bangalore. This dealership wasn't just an ordinary outlet, it was one of the oldest and most trusted names in the Aprilia's network. Known for its large and loyal customer base and a legacy of delivering exceptional services, Falcon Mobiles came highly recommended by a friend who lived nearby. Despite it being a 360-kilometer journey from my workplace, I was convinced that it was worth the effort. Falcon Mobiles stands out as the only dealership to have achieved the largest number of RS457 deliveries, a testament to the trustworthiness and dedication. With a skilled team focused on catering to the premium customers, they have set the benchmark for excellence. What's more, their vision to expand and establish more outlets showcases their commitment to growing the Aprilia community. This was a perfect start to my Aprilia RS457 ownership journey, a seamless blend of dream bike and a dealership that truly understands what a biker needs. Walking into the outlet, I was greeted with genuine warmth and professionalism. The sales representative quickly understood what I was looking for and guided me with enthusiasm. Our interaction went beyond just discussing the bike. I was introduced to the vibrant community activities they hosted, creating a sense of belonging and making me feel like I was stepping into more than just a dealership. By the time I reached the outlet, it was already late, but my excitement was unshaken. As I scanned the space, my eyes locked onto a opalescent light Aprilia RS457. I couldn't resist. I had to see it all in its glory on the podium. The team was quick to oblige, and in moments, there it was. Man, what a sight! The RS457 stood proudly illuminated by the striking red LED strips that framed the podium. It was pure perfection, every curve, every detail syncing effortlessly with the light. It wasn't just a bike, it was a masterpiece radiating elegance of power, commanding every gaze in the room. There was no hesitation, no second thought, I knew this was it. I quickly made my booking, sealing the deal on my dream machine. The representative explained that the RS457 came with a price tag that matched its premium stature and a waiting period of 90 days. But seeing my excitement, he assured me that he would do everything possible to expedite the delivery. With that promise and a heart full of anticipation, I left the outlet. The wait had officially begun. But the happiness of knowing I was one step closer to owning this masterpiece made every moment worth it. After 78 days of eager waiting, the moment arrived. My Aprilia RS457 was delivered. With excitement soaring, I rode it back to Chennai, covering that distance in 6 hours while being gentle on the bike. The first ride was pure magic, smooth, effortless and unforgettable. I could feel the bond forming between me and my machine, marking the start of an extraordinary journey. I was quick to carve the distance, often embarking on solo rides down south, exploring coastal roads with my RS457. Every ride was a thrill, fueling both my machine and my passion for my adventure. The excitement never faded, instead, my thirst for the next ride only grew stronger. I kept the odometer ticking, and within just 3 months, I had covered 8,000 odd kilometers. With the trip to Goa on the horizon, I decided to get the service done well in advance, ensuring my RS457 was ready for the road ahead. Having owned an RE Himalayan, an Adventure 390 and a Java 42, I have had my fair share of service experience. But I must say, the expertise at Falcon Mobiles truly impressed me. The service took a solid hour with the mechanic displaying true craftsmanship in every step. He was meticulous, using the right lubricants, cleaners and engine oil essentials for maintaining the bike's performance and keeping it flawless on the road. Before the service tasks even began, the bike was given a clean and tidy wash, ensuring it was spotless and ready for the work ahead. After that, the vehicle was carefully put on the workbench and the service proceeded. For the RS457, the service included an air filter cleanup, engine oil replacement, electrical checks, and the adjustments to the drive chain. I'll admit I had left the chain dry for around 2000 kilometers, something I shouldn't have done, and only occasionally lubed it. By the time I bought it in for the service, the chain was pretty dry. But here is where the mechanic's expertise shone. The engine sprocket car was carefully removed and the front sprocket was thoroughly cleaned to keep it running smoothly. The rear sprocket also received the same level of attention, ensuring everything was in perfect working order. Every detail was meticulously addressed and the craftsmanship was spot-on proof of the mechanic's dedication to maintaining the bike at its best. And not only these, all the checkpoints were thoroughly checked and the lubricants were sprayed at the pivotal points as necessary. Additionally, the mechanic connected the diagnostic software to the OBD port of the bike and performed a quick EMS check. This allowed him to review the error logs and confirm that the system was functioning perfectly. With no flaws found in the memory, it was clear that the bike was breathing well and operating as it should. A special shout out goes to the mechanic Satish and service manager Vishwanath for their exceptional work. They truly deserve a round of applause for keeping the machines running flawlessly and instilling confidence in the minds of speed enthusiasts like me. As someone with experience as a test pilot and a calibration engineer for leading European OEs, having worked with a variety of motorcycle models, I strongly stand against the use of ECU data manipulators. Every motorcycle undergoes rigorous testing with components calibrated to specific lower and higher tolerance limits to ensure performance within the defined air-fuel ratio parameters. These calibrations are approved by regulatory agencies for performance and emission compliance. When a ECU manipulator is plugged in, it alters the data sent to ECU, messing with the fueling system and causing the engine to run at higher RPMs than the tested conditions. This can lead to engine failures and damage to critical components. Common failures in such cases include a blown head gasket, which results in a noticeable drop in power. In more extreme cases, the damage could be catastrophic, leading to a failure in the engine block or piston assembly. You may ask, how does the manipulator work for track machines? Track machines undergo significant changes to the engine, including a wider bore, bigger valves, upgraded air filters to support the fueling, and a free flow exhaust to lower the cylinder pressure and enhance the power delivery. These modifications help the engine handle the increased fueling demands that come with the high performance use. Exhaust changes. A full system exhaust or even a slip-on alone is another case of concern that often leads to need for modification in the induction system for the exhaust to deliver its intended performance. Simply swapping out the exhaust doesn't automatically result in a significant performance upgrade. In fact, without corresponding changes to the intake or fueling system, the benefits of an upgraded system can be limited or even detrimental to the overall engine performance. My advice? Always say no to exhaust changes unless you are specifically using your machine for track purpose only. Stick with the OE exhaust, which is designed to work harmoniously with the rest of the engine components for optimal performance and longevity. Making unnecessary exhaust modifications could compromise the balance of your bike system and may lead to complications in the longer run. In conclusion, always stay informed and cautious about any modifications you make to your bike. While the tweaks and upgrades can be tempting, they should be carefully considered, as improper modifications can lead to serious consequences. Stick to OEM standards and keep your bike running at its best, safe, efficient and reliable. Reflecting on my 8000 kilometers of journey with the Aprilia RS457, I can confidently say that this bike has been nothing short of fabulous. From the moment I laid eyes on it at Falcon Mobikes in Bangalore to the smooth, flawless performance it's delivered since, the RS457 has lived up to my expectations. Its engineering, power delivery and overall ride quality has been exceptional, proving that it's not just a dream machine, it's a machine built for the long haul. The service experience has been equally impressive, from the meticulous maintenance at the service center, where expert technicians like Satish and Vishwanath ensured every component was functioning perfectly, to the thorough checks performed on the bike, including the diagnostics via OBD port, I never felt more confident in my machine's performance. The careful cleaning and servicing of critical parts like the chain sprockets and the air filter has kept the bike in prime condition without any issue over the 8000 kilometers. I have learnt of valuable lessons along the way, particularly about the modifications and maintaining the integrity of this bike. From my experience, ECU manipulators and unnecessary exhaust changes should be avoided unless you are using the bike specifically for track purpose. Stick on to the OE components and always ensure the system is running as it is designed to. It's also important to note that the intended video of me pushing higher speeds was not to showcase any speeding skills of mine or to defy the traffic laws. Rather, it was a simple test run to ensure the bike was performing at its best, just as it had from day one. The focus was on checking its capabilities and confirming the bike is as responsive and powerful as it was designed to be. In the end, the Aprilia RS457 has proven to be an incredible ride, delivering power, reliability and thrill every time I hit the road. With no flaws to report and its performance still at its peak, it's clear that this bike is a keeper for the long ride ahead. Thanks for watching. Do subscribe to Revx team and stay with me as I bring you the latest updates and the latest reviews from your favorite motorcycle world.